Hi everyone, my name is Lily. I am a social worker with Child Protective Services, and I made my channel here to discuss some things from my inside perspective. So, what I wanted to talk about today, so I saw this article on CBS News. Killer of his three daughters and their chaperone lived in church where it happened, police say. That's the title of the article. It doesn't say that there's any CPS involvement in here, but I wanted to talk about it because that chaperone that they mentioned is the person that was supervising the contact between this parent and his three daughters. And in this situation, it happened to be a church member or a volunteer with the church. And in my job, that's us. Social workers, we're protection workers. Then there's social workers that are support staff to us that help us with the visitations. When I worked in a previous county, it was the same. We were the social worker or the social service worker, and then there was social workers that help with the visitation. So what happened is there was this couple separated over domestic violence. There was a restraining order, and as part of that, the children could not go visit the father, or the father could not see the kids just whenever he wanted. There was a scheduled visitation with a person supervising the contact. He was not allowed to be alone with the kids. There was mental health concerns. He had been hospitalized before at the time of the divorce or separation, and that's why there was a restraining order. It was a 5-year restraining order, which I didn't know they could go that long. But you know that it was serious because of how long it was. So he was living at the church, and one of the church members was helping bring the kids over to see him, and I guess he just snapped and killed the church person that was helping the three girls, and then shot himself. And this is a very tragic reminder that the job that social workers do is very dangerous. And this time it was a volunteer that was helping out, but it could have well been a social worker that was taking the kids to see their parent. We don't normally go into people's homes necessarily. We do sometimes, with the kids, I mean. Um, it's just traumatic to the kids. If we are taking them back to the home where they were taken away from, but then they don't get to stay. We take them to their home and then they don't stay. It's kind of mean. So, but when we're working on their reunification, of course, the kids are going to be going to their parents' home further down the line as we're getting ready for them to return. But in this situation, it was like a neutral part. It was a church, so yeah, he happened to be staying there, probably in a back room or something. But that's a community setting where we normally would probably be supervising visits. And yeah, I mean, anybody on the street could snap and shoot up a place. But this type of violence is more prevalent in people with mental health concerns, with substance abuse concerns, with violence concerns, with gang involvement, which is all the things that we work with. All these type of parents. And I've worked with people that I know were gang involved, that I know were running the drug trafficking, that I know have sexually abused their kids, that have physically abused their kids, that have broken bones on their babies. And I have to work with them just as I do with the victims, and go into their homes to interview them and check in on their progress. So, yeah, the job the social workers do is stressful and dangerous, and it's not recognized enough. Yeah, there's not much else to say. I mean, it is what it is. These tragedies happened, and we just have to be aware of it's more the more dangerous the situation it is for the kids that we're helping them out of that situation, it is also the more dangerous for the workers, especially, when we have to go in with no protections whatsoever. Okay, thank you for spending this little bit of time with me and have a good day.